Hi guys, this video is brought to you by outtalk.co.uk for your post, pre-match and Sheffield Wednesday discussions with fellow Wednesdayites.
Hi guys, and welcome to the first home game of this season. Now, we are playing Hull as our first home game, and it's one of those ones where we know the history with Hull, with us, with the playoffs. It's a Yorkshire little rivalry. Let's see what happens, and let's try and get all 3 points. Now, we don't have Atinuju, of course, because he got sent off against Wigan, which is a bit of a blow because he looks like he found his feet. But the lineup this today is very interesting. No Van Aken, no Palmer, both been dropped completely. Not even in the subs. So the team news is Dawson, Fox, Pelapousi, Fletcher, Bannon, Lees, Reach, Hutchinson, Baker, Poodle, Fortieri. The subs are Wildsmith, J. Lee, Thornley, Preston, Boyd, Hunt and Matthias. No Zhao either, so it's interesting to find out what's going on with Zhao. Have Zhao picked up a knock or what? Because that was a big form of our pace and such. Now, no Westwood. Everyone's already complaining about this, saying, where's Westwood? Why is he not playing? He's obviously been made that he's not in Josh Lukai's plans at the moment. Could that be going out on loan somewhere? Could that be he doesn't seem in his plans? If that's the case, that's the case. That's nothing to do with us. If he's going with youth, we've got to think that what he thinks is the best aspect. Great to see Baker in the squad. It'll be good to see how he plays today. Everyone thought he played fantastic when we played Norwich that last game of the season. And Thornley, Preston as well, and Jay Lee. So we're going with some youthful aspects. So hopefully we'll see what happens. But I am a bit concerned that there's no shout. But let's see what happens. Hopefully we can get all 3 points today and win our first home game. So, second game of the season, let's just remember that before we start into anything. But we still don't look that solid at the back. We still look like there's this tiny little problems. A lot of people calling that, saying, where's Westwood, why aren't we playing him? The goal they scored, Dawson does really well to save it, and it hits the post and then goes underneath, and not a lot you can do about it. But let's start from the beginning. We had some great chances in the first half to try and go 1-0 up. Fletcher with headers, Fletcher with one-on-one with the keeper, and the keeper does better, makes himself big. We have some excellent balls from Reach and Baker. If we had someone like Ati, sometimes maybe got to it, but Fletcher should be winning them. But let's remember, Fletcher is the first time he properly started a game in a long time, so he got to ease himself into this. But at the back at times, we just keep giving the ball away and making silly little mistakes. Baker's had a fantastic game so far. Fox has gone off injured right at the very end of the half. Thornley's on for him. But we just don't look fluid at times at the back like we have done in the past. Now, already people are already meltdown. The meltdown hasn't helped even because Jordan Rose is good for Norwich as well. So people are very much in meltdown mode and doing that typical Wednesday kind of thing, all doom and gloom. Yes, we are at the moment bottom of the table. 2 games played. League tables don't mean jack shit. And granted, a lot of people are saying, the chairman said we need to be promoted or we're going to be in trouble, and I've seen people just saying stuff out of nowhere. We don't look brilliant at times when in the centre of midfield we struggle at times. Bannon's doing really well with ball to Reach and Baker. Haven't heard much from Pelapousi, but it's that back lineup that we're having problems with. Now, it's obviously not working, so I wonder if he may change it at some point. But right now, they are getting it in easily. They had a good couple of chances early on, and we were lucky not to be 2-0 down by the end of the half before they scored. So we need to work on what we're doing and play not a lot better, but try and play better than we have been. And let's see if we can come out in the second half a lot better and try and win this game. We've got all the fans there. I don't want to hear people booing. I don't want to hear that full time because it just sends the wrong message. And at the same time, I understand people's frustration, but it's second game of the season, people. This is going to be a very long season. This is going to be our attitude all through the season. So let's see what happens and hopefully get all 3 points or possibly a draw. and yeah, go from there. What a much better second half that was. We really played well. Should have had a lot of more goals than we actually got. We actually got a penalty which forced the area neatly put away, and it's a fantastic way to win the penalty as well. But we got a penalty, we got back into it, and to be fair, it was mostly all of that second half. Couple of chances for Hull, but the big thing for me in that second half was the amount of chances Stephen Fletcher's had. Had so many chances to make it 2, maybe 3-1. And if that's a player that's coming back fit and not being a bit rusty and not being able to go, imagine what he's going to be like once he's up and running, if he can get those chances. Reach and Baker played fantastically. Thornley, when he came on, played really well. It was a very good game in that second half. We had 10 shots and 5 on target, so half our shots we were on target, and we hadn't had that in a long time. Their keeper made some brilliant saves, and we worked really hard for this to try and get the win. And I think this game was a tiny bit of a turning point. It looked like we got something there, looked a lot better in that second half. Hopefully we can play like that a bit more with that expansive football. We looked better at the back as well. I felt everything just worked that second half. It's a shame we couldn't get all 3 points, but that second half was much, much better. The positives, a lot of positives to come out of that game as well. Slightly disappointing that we haven't scored from open play. I would like to have got another goal from open play just so people don't go, oh, we can only get it from this. But there were chances there. We didn't get them, and hopefully we can get them eventually. So it's a great game for us, so we're going to have to see what happens in the next game. I think our next game is the Carabao Cup against Sunderland, I believe. I could be wrong. Actually, I can check that now. But that was a fantastic effort by us to try and go for all the points. And we were very, very unlucky, as I said. Yeah, so our next game is Sunderland in the Carabao Cup, and then we have got Brentford on the Sunday. So a busy week of games. So we're just going to keep doing what we're doing. Hopefully things build up. And for people who kind of complaining about how Fletcher played and stuff like that, you've got to remember we've got 2 other strikers to come in. So if it doesn't work with one striker, we will have 2 others, maybe 3 or 4 others that can come in. Because that's a position where we have a lot of depth. We don't at the minute due to the fact that we've got injuries and the suspension. But at the same time, second game of the season, got a draw. So it's lost, draw. Let's see what happens in our next league game and let's see how we do against Sunderland. So all in all, happy to get that draw. Wish we got the winner because we had so many chances. But sometimes it's not your day when it comes to then, and you just got to settle for what you've got. So I'll see you in the next one.
Don't forget to have your say at alto.co.uk after the match.